Can I read this to me? Magic square, IQ, numbers, how they're associated, how they come together. Now the question is, what street do you want to go down? When you listen to me speak, or you're listening to me speak, what do you want to actually hear? What do you want to actually hear? Do you want to hear, I am your father, Darth Vader? The club links. Stop. No man matches par. If you're over par, you go forever until death does you part. Part of what? Part P, parting one spirit of the half-life for the letter P. It makes you art, where A is in the A family, holds on to the R family, where 1 and 8 create your 9, which creates the two sides or two parts of creating the half-life, which is 5 and 5, 10, the crisscrossing of your calculator, 5 and 5, 10. Now, what I'm going to get into right now is I'm going to be reading off something I already wrote, and this has to do with the Mandela Effect, in which I was asked to watch the video, and I watched after 10 minutes, and I came up with all of this. Now, if you're going to take the red pill, or you're going to take the blue pill, now, if you take the red pill and the blue pill, you get the purple sky, because obviously you're already in one dimension already. If you're going to stay with the blue, you're already in the blue. But if you take the red pill, then you turn into the purple sky. Now, the television effect of the purple sky must um, be created inside of pink, because pink can be seen by the television camera, in which purple, well, they say the camera has a hard time with purple and really doesn't look like purple because of the lights. That's what they say online about the game of pool. Okay, so red is the 3 and 11 ball, in which the 11 ball is 1 and 1 is 2, and now it reflects the 2 ball, in which the 2 ball is now both sides of fade, which is 2 on one side, 0, 2, which equals to 8, and on the other side, which is 10. They're both blue, but all zeros equal 6 because we need to go through the 0, the area 5. That makes it 6. 6 a reflection of 1.5 area Mars, 1.5 times 6 equals to 9. 2 equals to 3, 4 equals to 6, and 6 equals to 9. 3, 6, 9 area 2, 2 equals to 3, and 4 equals to 6. So now you have 2 and 4, and now 6 equals to 9, so you have 2, 4, 6. 2 and 6, the greatest distance is 8. That is your north-south reflection. Now, if you jump onto low shoe and mix low shoe, you see, this is so complicated. By the time I finish telling you, you're going to be pulling out your hair. You see, I'm already just about done. I pulled it out here. It's growing here. Movement of the mouth. So what I'm getting is to, now you're the purple ball. Now, the purple ball is 4 in the 12 ball. The 12 ball is 1 and 2 is 3. Now, the only way to create the actual 3 is 1 times 1, and 1 plus 1 is 2 and 3. Now, on a cube, here is the 2, okay, and here is the 1. The opposite of 2 and 1 is 5, okay, and 6. 5 and 6, 11. That is stated in the game of craps, okay, as said, hey, yo, 11. Yo, Yoko Ono, meaning one of pi, as O and N are the 14th and 15th letter. 1 times 4, 1 plus 4 equals to 0, 5. Okay, it also equals to 0, 4, equaling to 9. Equaling to 0, 9, 69, equaling to 15. Lo and behold, we have 1 and 5 is 6. In between, the vibration is 2, 3, and 4. But we all started this by the red ball and the blue ball, which created the purple, which is 4 and 3 DC. 1 times 3, 1 plus 3 is 3 and 4, the 7th gate. All because we have 0, 7, it becomes 67, which becomes 13. 1 and 3 is 4. 4 corners on this cube. The halfway in between is 101, 4, 5, and 6, 101 away from 5, or the north-south, which creates 3. From north to south, it takes 3 from 2 to 5, and 5 to 8, 303, being in the center. Or 3 and 3, because 2 and 3 is 5, and 5 and 3 is 8. Now, the separation of the two, because of the game of roulette, is 17 to 1. When you divide two parts, you get the odds of 17-1, the spirit of the seventh gate, which is 313, which is shown in the Monopoly game when they separate the with the areas. And you're always thinking in Monopoly it's 40 rounds, but it's not 40 around because there's two levels inside. They're rectangular, saying I'm not square, I'm rectangular. It means two sides. Every time you get to a corner in a piece of paper, that corner takes the north and the east-west side, saying I am not 2 anymore, I am 4. So all corners are 4 or 16, everything else is 2. 2 and 4 in the 10 square world, because 1 and 9, 2 and 8, 4 and 6 that create the star system through 5 is 10, 10, 10, 10. Are we getting it right now? So let's move on. It's a subpar game, which means the score will be under the average of X number of shots per 18 holes, or over, and you can stroke forever. And when you have a stroke at the end of the game, it ends, there's no heartbeat, and the game is over. Now, give me a second. I had to sneeze. So now that you had your stroke and the game is over, let's get back to purple. Purple is the number to 88. Now, when you take two squares and turn one onto the other, you now have 8 positions. The V position, which is the 5 position. Every time you see that V position open up, because two squares have gone this way, don't count the lines the same way you don't count the line above your head, but you count the line under you because you're standing on the earth. But up above, the line is way above because it's in the sky, so you don't see those lines around. So now you have 88. Inside, if they were rotating, if one square was rotating on the other, okay, as you know the number signs, you have 1, 3, 7, and 9 in the corners. 1, 3, 7, and 9 would be rotating. But inside Low Shoe Magic Square, they stopped 9 above 2, and they stopped 8 inside 1, or 1 inside 8. So 9 and 1, and 2 and 8, which is B and H, which the letters of B and H, which is also T and H, time, heaven, entertainment, time, heavenly, electric, te. In 1 and 9, you have Ra, because in order to get 9 in a 9 face, you need 1 and 8 to create 9, 2 and 7 to create 9, in which Fibonacci is north and south over in the rotation, according to the design I saw with the science that Nicole had, the turtle. Okay, so now we have 1 and 9. Remember what 5 is all about, what 6 is all about, what 7 is all about. 7 is 101. To the left of 7 is 6, to the right of 7 is 8. 202, to the left of 7 is 5, to the right is 9, E-I-E-I-O, 1776 relationship because of what happens inside the numbers. So this is what I'm going to get back to, the red pill and the blue pill. So now the red pill and the blue pill. So now that we have the purple pill that's created from these two, the purple pill, because 1 and 2 is 3. Now 1 and 2 is right over here. The opposite of that is onto the other side, and then you'll have what's this side here. Then you have 3 on this side, you have 4 on this side, and you have 3 and 6. You have 3 and 6. Is that right? Let me see that again. Did I do that right? We have 1 and 2 on this side. Okay, we have 5 and 6 on this side. Now we're just going to take what we have inside and outside. We have 1 and 4, which is the IT system of the sun. 1 times 4, 1 plus 4 equals 0, 9. 0, 9 equals 69. 69 equals 15. 15, 51. 15 is 1/4 of 60. 51 is Mars. 3 times 51, 153. 153, ACE, the ace cat. So now, we now have the purple ball, which is 4 and 12. 1 and 2 is 3. 4 and 3 is 7. We now create the brown ball, which is connected to the 15 ball, which equals to 6. So it really gets confusing, so I'm not going to go on to that. Just remember that red equals 27 and blue equals 40 equals 67. Minus 6 plus 6 because of the 0. Okay, you would end up, excuse me, let's take away 0 equaling to 5, okay, as the center of it value. So that way 67 would be 72, which is the power of the clock. 6 times 12, 5 times 12, 4 times 12, or 67 plus 6 is 73. Now we're relationship to the cube, because 7 times 3 is 21, 7 plus 3 is 10, and all the relationships on this, crisscrossing, 1 and 9, 2 and 8, 3 and 7, 4 and 6 are all 10s, and that's inside the diameter of the moon, which now you have to understand that 7 and 6, okay, the relationship to the 10-10 world, 7 gets 3, 6 gets 4, 3, 4, 7, 6 is the diameter of the moon, and it spells gold at the same time. The 9 lives of the cat, marijuana 420, is 42 times 10. Because it's the star system, we connect the star system and the mind. 14 is because around this dice, no matter which way you go, you get 14, but not really. The real way to get 14, okay, is 6 and 1, because the 1 does not reflect, it goes right through the 7. That's your only 7. Every other one is 5, so it's 5, 7, 5, and 5, 7, 5. 5 times 7, 5 plus 7 is 12, and 35, equaling to 47. 4 times 7, 4 plus 7 equals to 28. Cycle of the moon plus 11, 39 equals to the sky system, cielo in French. So I use multiple languages, okay? I must use English and French because that's what I know. First come, first serve. What you first hear is everything. If you want to talk the Mandela Effect, we're going to go to Magic Square, where we're going to get back to the purple ball, okay? The birth of the foxhole and the sun, okay? Mandela, M, okay? Don't count the A, count the N, equals to 13. 13 and 14 equals to 27, 27 red. The foxhole in the sun is because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 equals to 45. When you get one more, 9 times 6, okay, because that's both sides. 9 times 4 is 36 creation. 9 times 6 is 54. So you get 9 times 4, 36, and 54 equals to 90, becomes 96. That is your birth, which is 64 times 1.5. 64 metric minutes equals 90. 1.5 regular minute time, which is a reflection of time periods, and switched because of Mars. Time extension because of time it takes to go and to come and pass through the Holy Ghost. The vibrator that reads inside of you makes up that reflection. The foxhole in the sun, 1 and 9 is yellow. Okay, they're the yellow ball. Now, the last thing you know inside Mandela, okay, L and M, when you bring L and M, it says lemon. Lemon is yellow, lemon yellow, lime, lime and yellow, lily, the lily pad, because we jump and we hop. We don't go straight through, we go over. Power. When you have power, you go. So now, 19 and 9, the yellow and the birth equals to 28. 28 and 19 is 47. 47 inside the moon is the cycle of the moon, which runs through and is run by Uranus inside of Saturn because of what Magic Square says with the numbers. Okay, you get that purple sky. Purple equals to 88, equals to your cube. So if you put two cubes inside of each other, what do you get? I'm asking, is that the octagon, or do you get the this effect over here? See the 5 star and the area spaces 5, right? But you're getting 3 in between this area. 3, 6, 9, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, and then you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 15 and 5. That's what it is. 5-10 system. It's a 5-10 system. Why is it a 5-10 system? Because 3, 4, 6, and 7, when they took away the penny, all equal to 5. 8 and 9, 17, and 1 and 2 now equal to the 10-cent piece. 1 and 2 equals 3. 8 and 9, okay? 8 and 9 and 1 and 2 will equal, if you minus it, 9 becomes 7, 8 becomes 7, or if you reverse it, 8 minus the 2 is 6, 9 minus the 1 is 8, 6 and 8, 2 times 4, 2 plus 4, 9 lives of the cat, creation of the gateway inside what I believe to see is the mind. Okay, things that repeat in matrix is because when you splice together and you put a piece of tape, it's weak. So if you want to sew it together or fold it over, you fold over one this way and one this way, so they overlink. Okay, you need extra tape, and now you see 2 black cats. Communication in Luna Una, because Una or Lune, Un or Looney Tunes, Tune, U-N-E-S or U-N-E in French is 1, Un says 1, and Moon is Luna saying one tune in 1, which is the moon. okay, inside of each other. When you say Sarah Lee, S and A is spirit angel. It is 19th letter. That 19th letter is created by 1 and 3, which is DC, 3 to the power of 3. 1 times 1 times 1 remains 1, just like the hours and the minutes on the clock, that if you switch from 4 o'clock in the morning to 4 in the afternoon, the minutes will stay the same, but the hours will change. Okay, and now when we spoke about 1 and 2, we speak about 1 and 2, which is also a reflection of 56. 89 is reflection of 53, 62, 17, 27, 81. And why is it a reflection? Because these are all the numbers that will remake its own number. 1 and 2, the reflection in the 7th gate, is 5 and 6. 8 and 9 in the reflection of the 7th gate, okay, is 21, because we minus them both. So 1 is 56, 21, creating 77, and that is the number to Christ. And if you spell Christ out, it's CH and R, C and H 11, R is 18, equals to 29, and then it's 1 ST, 1 and 39, or I, 9. 28, CHR is 29, and I is 9, equals to 38. 3 and 8, C and H alone equals to the numbers 3 and 8 equals to 11, and 18 is 29, and then I is 38, and then S is 48, and 9, 57. So the first part of Christ equals to 57, which is the first part of the moon, and then you add on the T because it's the connection of the crossover. When you add on that T to Christ, it becomes 77. Now I'm reading off this paper over here. So Sarah Lee, or becomes the communication, because hara, 1 and 8, H and A creates the R, or the AR, which creates the 18th letter, or the 18th letter plus 1 because of the sound of the house it is in the A family. Remember, L and M is the lemon. It's to love, because LM, she loves, that's what it says in French. Now, when you switch the IQ, now I just want to show you this part over here. Okay, the IQ, okay, is the 9th and 17th letter equaling to 26. God and dog equal to 26. Okay, and God also equals to 17, because G7, O6, D4 equals to 17. 17 and 26 equals to 43, and the Q letter and the Z letter, this one was usually on the 9 key on the telephone. This one was on the 7 key on the telephone. They removed both of these and put it on number 1. 8 and 8, the purple sky. So when number 7 on the phone equaled to a total of 70, the 7 now equals to a total of 53. 53, C and E, any craps means in the game 1 and 2. 1 and 2 reflect 0, 1 and 2 reflect 8 and 9. 1 and 2 and 8 and 9 is a total of 20. The average of 5 numbers equals to 4. So when they move over the Z, okay, from the 9th letter, when they moved over the Z, it used to equal to 89. Now it equals to 72. 6 times 12 is 72. 7 times 12 is 84. Reflection of Mars, Earth, reflection of Neptune's spirit, Mercury, and now the number 9 is equal to 72 instead of to 98, and is moved to the 1 key. We sit inside the 7th gate, the Sun Wolf, any craps, which is 1 and 2 equaling to 77, or 1 and 1, because these are the opposites on the dice. This becomes 3, this becomes 2, which is a CB code, 2 and 3. 2 times 3, 2 plus 3 equals to 11, plus 23 is 34, John F. Kennedy, or 32 and 11, which is the doorway, equals to 43, Barack Obama, because Grover Cleveland repeated his presidency twice. The suntan lotion movement. Suntan, the noose is the ass, or is the loop, or the rope that's tied around your neck. Remember, we used 5 and 3. 5 and 3 and 7 and 2 are the same. 7 times 2, 14. 5 times 3, 15. 3.1415. The total is 2965, the first 8 numbers in pi. They both become CB codes 1111 or 22. 1 times 1, 1 plus 1 is 2. 1 times 1, 1 plus 1 equals 1 and 2, 3. So we now have 2 and 1, 3. And 2, 3, 2, 3, 3, 2. So 23, 32, 23 and 11 is 30, 23 and 11 is 34, 32 and 11 is 43.
Now, when we equal these, okay, to the seventh gate, we end up with 4 and 3, 5 and 2, 77, which equals to the IT system. 1 times 4, 1 plus 4 equals to the sun, the foxhole inside the sun. The birth equals 2, 9, 11, and 18, 29, and T and H, 28, and inside the roulette board. On the roulette board, these two numbers are black, and hold on a second, these two numbers are black. They're black and they connect over here. 28 and 31 equals to 59. 26 and 29 equals to 55. 5 times 5, 5 plus 5 equals to a total of 35. 5 times 9, 5 plus 9 equals to a total of 54. The IT system, 5 and 9 is 14, equals to the movement circumference around this dice, which is the same thing as around the moon. Remember that on a calculator, and I'm going to show you a calculator. I'm going to get the calculator out here. On this calculator over here, when you go 159, it becomes, the in-between becomes 135, in between 2 and 4, 2, 3, 4 vibration to 1 and 5, right? Mars communication, the link. And then 59 becomes 579, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The around here is 3, 4, 6, and 7, which is the same numbers as the diameter of the moon. Diameter of the moon, Dia for day, artificial intelligence, crossing of D, the fourth planet. Okay, so now we're going to take a look down here. So let me put this down at the bottom. Hold on a second. I'm going to see where I am. So we were at birth. 29, 28 is 57, the number to the moon, equals to 47, equals to 28 and 11, 39, the Saturn psi, creation of 3 squared. 3 times 3 times 3, 27, which is 1 part of Venus. 27, 27, the sun. 27, 27, 27 equals to 81. 81 is the word for Venus, and A and H and R, or the hair. Okay, now we have, there's the ways to build this is because the leap year works in a 1 cycle. The first year of the leap year is we lose 6 hours. The next year of the leap year, we lose 6 hours. The third year of the leap year, we lose 6 hours, 6, 6, 6. The last year of the leap year, we get all 18 hours plus 6 hours equals to 24 hours, and we get the day to leap 1 stroke forward in time. Do not forget S and T, which equals to 39, STE, okay? Entertainment, energy, passage, ST equals to 39, STE equals to 44. Because of the leap year, one of these will be multiplied by 3. The other one will only be added by 1, equaling to 39, and 44 equals to 83. Space, char, creation, creation heaven. C, which is any craps, which means it doesn't matter if 1 and 1, 5 and 6, 1 and 2. They will create the 11 and 12. They're all the same thing. They're the same thing because of what the penny said. Okay, we split the hairs, we split the black hairs, we split the balls, we split everything by the white spot. The white and the black inside char or charcoal brings out the grays or all the rays. Rise up, 7 up, because it's lukewarm. Look, Skywalker, I am father, brother, mother, and sister. I am the Stargate of 9, the first 9. Use your big bertha of all, which is 1 and 2. 1 and 2 is all. 1 and 2 because 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, which is 1, 3, 3, or 3, 1, 3, which is 3, 1, 3, passage of the 7th gate. AEC, which is a check. A check or checkmate is what they say. The sun rotation to the red dog in Mars. In Neanderthal, der or der, speaking in German. So now we have regulations, because German backwards will say regulations. E and U. When you start talking about E and U and N and A, right, we either get this one here, which is 2 and 8, and that's this, okay, or we get this, which is 4, 5, 6, and this one over here is the EU system. One is Europe, where the toilets go like this, and one is North America, where the toilets go like this, and then we have the system that locks together in the center, because they both go to the same pool. When you're talking about the same pool, we talk about money, we talk about dollars. Now, going back to this, no, before we go back to this sign, God or the Jedi or the Jod, O equals to E and A equals to the dead, equals to 414 DNA inside of Mars. Mars moons. The circumference of our moon brings out the same thing. 3 and 6, 7 and 4, 9, 11 moon diameter. I use this in English and French. Mandela, L-E-D, Del, farmer in the Del, run pharmaceuticals. Elephant, in French it's enfant, which means child. The star system is 10, 10, 10. Blackjack expresses this, okay? I'm just trying to think it again in Le Mans or Lemon or monorail, because it's the one system or the one train that moves. The power of 4 and 3. That's all, folks. That's all, folks. That's all the jokes, because it runs inside of Germany. So tune in, which is 1. So what we're going to do right now is look at the square we get, where we get 8 and 10 and 13 and 11, and we connect to 15 and 12, the number 27. And both 13 and 15, 28, connect into 17, the gateway, the Queen's Gateway. Here it enters the 26, 17 and 26, 43, and it becomes number 1. These two over here are 43, these are 43, these are 43. 32 and 14, 32 and 14, 1 times 4, 1 plus 4 equals to 9 equals to 23. 32 equals to 11 equals to 43. 23 and 43 equals to a total of 20. The difference, let's do it again. Add 9 to this, add 11 to this. This becomes 43. This becomes 23. 23 and 43 equals to 66. 23 and 43 equals to 66. This is our system. This is a system over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2 numbers. 43 here, 41 here, 41 here. 82, 27, 45, 90, and 82, 172. 172, I'll link that to the piano. Now I'm just going to stop this because I got my own headache. Okay, it's just a twist and a tie of all kinds of things, from numbers to letters to changes of numbers and letters, to where we rise in the pool ball to 12, but then we reduce to 3 red because of the reduction in the addition of the numbers or the multiplication. Because if we take 13, okay, and that's the orange ball, and then we multiply 13, 1 times 3 is 3, so now we get the red ball. 1 plus 3 is 4, so 4 we get the purple ball. 3 and 4 is 7, now we get the brown ball. So all these things have to be done. Then we have to remember 0, 1 equals 7, 0, 7 equals 13, 0, 2 equals 8, 0, 8 equals 14, 0, 3 equals 9, 0, 9 equals 15, 13, 14, 15, the average is 42. In the system of 10, 420. Communications of linking the minds, Raphael, 7286, in a constellation of Pegasus. Thank you for watching.